My name is McCoy Kaufman, and I'm a junior in the business school.
I'm currently a freshman. My name is David D. Julius, and I major in communications.
My name is Asha Lewis. I'm a freshman, and my major is PPE, which is Philosophy, Politics, and Economics.
What do I currently know about the prison system in the United States? Honestly, not much, not as much as I think I should.
What I know about the prison system is that we have a lot of prisoners in our current prison system, more than any other country in the world, I believe. And a lot of times it's repeat offenders being put back in prisons from...
I know that it's very full right now, and that it's definitely over capacity, which is a really divisive topic, I guess. And I also know that it's somewhat unjust, not exactly equal. Someone can get charged for something very minor, like a drug charge, and go to jail for a longer time than someone who is charged for something much, or a violent crime, and it's just because they're a different race or something.
The purpose of prisons in an ideal world are to punish those who have committed crimes so that they know that they've done something wrong. There's supposed to be deterrence so that people don't commit crimes in the future. And I think realistically for nonviolent or less dangerous crimes, they help people learn how to contribute to society in a way that is not a criminal act.
I think the purpose is just to provide justice.
I think the purpose of the prison system is to first and foremost keep society a safe place. I think.
Do I think the system is currently doing the job well? I do not think the U.S. prison system is doing a good job.
Honestly, I don't think the system does a good enough job. I said it, and a lot of times it could be racial, and you have a specific race as far as a Caucasian versus African American in the court system. A lot of judicial judges lean towards the Caucasian side of the court system.
Well, no, I don't, because a lot of people are punished unfairly, and it also punishes a certain demographic unfairly, specifically black men. 1 in 4 black men will get a felony in their life, and that is not true about any other demographic.
What do I believe is the current problem in our prison system? And if I could fix one thing, what would it be? As far as I know, I think if we can make it more rehabilitative and help first-time offenders to get back out into the world to contribute to society, I think that would be a really big step, because obviously a lot of the big problems are after you have a criminal record, you can't get a job, you can't really find any way of making a living, so a lot of times you have to resort back to crime, and I don't think that's very healthy or helpful, and it just keeps the cycle of prison going. So if we could improve the rehabilitative aspect of prison so that we're not creating repeat offenders, I think that would be very helpful and productive.
Accustomed to the outside after prison, and giving them a job, and putting them in a halfway house, and just providing them that support, because that's a huge transition to make, and there's no support for it.
What is the biggest issue for formerly incarcerated individuals when they enter society? The biggest issue is, I think, probably getting a job, trying to reacclimate to normal life, getting into the world of not prison, because immediately what you have is a criminal record, and so employers don't want to hire you. How are you going to fend for yourself? How are you going to get a job? If you still have a family that's with you, how are you going to try to support them? So I think that's one of the hardest issues, is reacclimating this group back into society so they can contribute, so they're not a social pariah.
So working towards repairing your life, because once you go to prison, you really don't have a lot of options afterwards. So like I said before, taking classes, or just helping them find jobs or helping if I was in prison, helping me find a job after, just because they have like halfway houses and stuff, but it's very common to see people who went to prison just keep committing crimes and keep like going back into prison.
Okay, the biggest issue for formerly convicted individuals. I believe the biggest issue is, I would say, just jobs and reputation. You know, when you have a felony by your name, it's very, very difficult for you to get a job. And I believe that if you're free, then you paid your due diligence to the system. And I believe that it should be some rules in place where you're able to have that second chance because you've been granted freedom at that time.